Welcome back, team. Today we're talking about drones. So I wanted to have a bit of a discussion today on how to choose the right drone for what you need. And this comes down to a few different factors. The biggest factor being what you are shooting or the type of shooting that you are doing with that drone. And there's a few different factors and features of different drones that you have to look at to figure out which ones suit your needs. So first off, we'll talk about my preferences. So for me personally, the biggest factor when it comes to a drone is portability. I do a lot of outdoor shooting. I do a lot of sort of adventure shooting where it's run and gun, light on my feet, and all I want to have is everything I can fit in my backpack. And that's where this guy comes in. This is the new Mini 5 Pro that I just got. And the Mini series of drones for me has always been the best in terms of portability. Like I said, because I'm running and gunning most of the time, if it doesn't fit in my backpack, there's a good chance I'm not going to use it. So I need something that can fit in my bag with all my other camera gear, bodies, lenses, everything else I need, that's quick to access, that I can just whip out when I'm on a shoot really quick, get it in the air, get the shot, and keep moving. And this time around with the Mini 5 Pro, they've addressed all the things that I always wanted in the Mini series. The few things that I always wanted in the Mini series drones was a bigger sensor, which they've done with this one, with the 1-inch, either a zoom lens or the ability to zoom in a bit, which is, again, they haven't put an actual physical second lens on this, but the digital zoom is just as good. I think it's a 2x or 3x or whatever. I've only flown it once since I got it the other day, but you can't notice a difference in quality. It is spot on. It's just cropping in on the sensor, and it's still amazing for photos and videos. So they've ticked that off. And the third thing for me really was the transmission or the flight distance, which I found on the earlier Mini series just really wasn't that good. As soon as it got a certain distance away, you just lost transmission. I mean, with drones in general, as soon as they go behind something between you and the receiver, they tend to lose transmission. But on the older Mini ones, they just lost it a lot easier. With the new 04 transmission in this, it can go a long way before you get a disconnection. So they've kind of addressed all the things that I always wanted in a Mini series drone. And one of the best features for me personally, like I said, because I'm running and gunning, when you open the back right leg, it automatically starts up the drone. A lot of the time I am cruising along, dumping my pack, pulling the drone out, starting it up, getting in the air, get a shot, back down, off to the next spot. So that one little feature for me is amazing, just not having to even press the button. It's just already booting up when I pull it out. So as you can see, for the type of shooting that I do, the Mini series drones really come in handy. I'll quickly show you the main thing I'm talking about. So this is a camera bag, and these are lens slots. And as you can see, the Mini drones fit in a lens slot. I have other bodies, extra bodies, big lenses. All these are full of lenses. So I can take out one of my lenses that I'm probably not going to use on that shoot and replace it with the Mini. And then I put the controller in the side and the batteries in here, and I'm covered. And that's where the Mini series of drones really is the one that I use the most for the type of shooting that I do. So if portability is the biggest factor for you, like it is for me, then the Minis are probably the way to go, especially this new Mini 5 Pro, because they've really made this thing quite a beast of a drone now. So then you have like the other types of shooting I do, which are more commercial jobs, and that's where this beast comes out. This is the Mavic 3 Pro. As you can see straight away, the size difference is ridiculous. It's a lot heavier, bigger. This isn't something that I'm going to take on a run and gun shoot and put in my backpack. This lives in its own hard case with all of its gear. This actually belongs to my friend Jason, but we sort of chop and change and share gear all over the place, which I'll put up here in the networking video I did a long time ago, and you'll get an idea of how that works. But like I said, use cases for this, for me personally, are bigger commercial jobs where I need a bit more grunt, a bit more wind resistance. And obviously on these bigger drones, you're getting a bigger sensor. You've got 3 different lenses, 3 different focal lengths. You've got more resolution. You've got more options when it comes to video. But the form factor is the downfall in that they're a lot bigger. The main factor to choosing the drone that's right for you is thinking about what you're going to shoot with it and the features you need or don't need, and sort of make a decision based on that. The other option between the two of these is obviously the Air series drones, which are kind of halfway in between. You're going to get a bit better on the camera side, you know, not quite as big and heavy. But again, it really depends on what you need and what you're going to use it for. You know, on the Mini series, you're not going to get the 7x tele lens that this thing has. You're also not going to get the video features, the 5.1K 60 video. You're not going to get the wind resistance. There's a lot of things that you're missing going with something like this. But if you need something that's portable and lightweight, quick to get in the air, you know, just to get the shot that you need, that's where the Minis come in. And that's why this is the most used drone for me, because again, for me, it's all about portability. For you, you might be shooting easy access commercial stuff where you're just shooting out the boot of your car all the time, and that's where you know, the Mavic series or the Air series might come in and might be the right drone for you. It's all about thinking about what you're shooting. It's all good and well to rush out there and buy the latest and greatest drone that's just released, only for it to sit on the shelf and not get used. Remember, looking at this from a business sense, we buy these things as assets to make us money. And when it comes to which drone I use more, it's 100% the Mini series, because I can chuck it in my backpack. It's light, it's portable, it's fast, and it still shoots everything that I need it to when it comes to photo and video to a quality that clients are happy with. Yes, this big thing's going to do a better job, but it comes with some downfalls of size, portability, all that stuff that I look for in a drone. So if you are in the market for a flying camera, aka a drone, use these points as your main decision maker as to which one you go for, what you're going to shoot with it. I've seen plenty of people out there on events or on shoots with a big drone hard case hanging off their backpack, and it's all cumbersome and they got gear going everywhere, and that's not the way to do it. Just get something that suits your needs of what you need to shoot. And I'm not really a gear review type, but I'll give you my quick thoughts on the Mini 5 because it's only just come out. It's an amazing little drone. Again, you're not going to get the crazy wind resistance that you get with the bigger ones, but the camera on this thing is levels up again. They've absolutely nailed it. You can still do the 4K 60 and the high frame rate 4K video. You've got D-Log M. It's basically got everything that I've always wanted in the Mini series. They've finally put in this. It's going to be better in low light with the bigger sensor, and it's got the LiDAR and all, you know, all the obstacle avoidance stuff that you'd ever want. Again, I've never really needed that stuff, but yeah, they've just definitely addressed the concerns. And again, with the new RC2 controller and the transmission, the 04 transmission, it's really it's solved all the things that I didn't like about the previous Mini series drones. So that's my quick 30-second wrap up from my very limited use of this thing. It's an amazing little drone. Like I said, I've always been a big fan of the Minis. So yeah, I'm sure I'll be using this a lot in the future. So think about these things when you're going to buy a drone. Don't waste your money on something that you're not going to use. Get the right drone for you that does the job to a high standard, that you're actually going to use it and put it in your bag and take it out and shoot with it. Quick one before we wrap up. If you haven't watched the last video, please go and watch it. If you want to turn photography into a business, check that out. I put a lot of effort into that, running through a lot of cool points, and I think it can really help a lot of people. So if you haven't watched it, I'll put it right there somewhere. Go and check it out. Grab your notebook, take in all the information, put it into action, and get out there and smash it. Thanks for watching, team. Hope this helps again. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.